Greetings, humans and fellow fairy creatures. It's been quite a while since I last streamed, hasn't it? But I'm glad to be back. If there's any sort of hiccups or if things just, I don't know, you know how it is whenever I go like 2 weeks without streaming, and then I come back and then something goes wrong because I'm just out of my rhythm. So I do feel very out of my rhythm today. And part of that is because of like the emulator problem. For some reason, when I was putting in the inputs, the all the buttons were working except for the left and the down of the analog stick. And I am using a real Nintendo 64 controller. I've got an adapter for it, so I'm not using the PlayStation 4 controller today. I always forget if it's a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, but it's a 4. But I was able to figure out the emulator issue. Project 64 is still as bullshit as ever, you know, making me wait fucking 30 seconds to start playing any games because of that nag screen. But I've been gone for, gosh, how long has it been? It's been 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. A lot has happened since then. Devin and I were gone the 15th through the 18th because we were going camping and it was our anniversary and everything. Here's some pictures that I have to show. That's the tent. That's actually my dad's tent. He let us borrow it to go camping, and it was nice. But the thing is that our campsite, you can't really see it, but it was on a slight decline. So like the way the tent was set up, like when we would lay down in it, we would kind of roll into each other. It sucked, but you know, whatever. Next time we go camping, we're gonna get the campsite that was next to it, which was a lot more level. And we got to go boating, we got to go horseback riding. That's a picture of it. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry, but that's me and Devin riding on horses. Also, how is it going, Devin and Nico? The tent's the way of getting you closer, right? That's one way to do it. Devin also has a tent, but it's a smaller tent that you can't really stand up in. This one you can stand up in, and it has a couple of rooms, and it has 2 rooms. It has like a living room too. You don't like my tent. Your tent's fine. It's just that you can't stand up in it, and you don't. There's no room for luggage. There was room for luggage in that tent. Also, it was thunderstorming a decent amount of time that we were there, especially at night. And the tent is fine when it comes to rain. It's just that it was raining so much that it started to leak inside of the tent, and so we had to go to a laundromat to dry out our sleeping bags. Oh yeah, Kitty's back there. Hi, Kitty. I didn't even realize she was there. Yeah, so like it was a fun trip. Aside from the rain and aside from the really shitty anniversary dinner that we had. So there's a lodge that's there, that's like on the site, and they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for dinner they have a decent menu, and we were expecting to have the food that's on the menu, but they do say it on I don't know if it's on the website or on the menu, but like some days they'll just decide to do a buffet, and they won't really, there's no way of finding out until you get there. So we got there, and it turned out that night that they were doing a buffet instead of, you know, dinner where they actually like serve you. And we're like, okay, well maybe the buffet is gonna be okay. and they're like, oh, it's a taco bar. It's like, oh, taco bar. Like, okay, is there anything else? They had tacos. They had elotes, which I guess were okay. They had chips and salsa, but the chips and salsa and the tacos were the most unflavorful white person from Indiana type of tacos. It's like the type of tacos that, like, and again, I'm white, but like I live in an area that has a decent number of authentic Mexican restaurants, and like those tacos were just terrible, and the amount that we paid for them for that taco bar was criminal. So you could hear my beer opening in the background. Yeah, I thought you were a fairy. Thought you were a fairy. What? I'm confused. But yeah, that taco bar was terrible. Oh yeah. Well, I'm a white fairy, I guess. But actually, I'm not even a fairy. I'm an elf. But yeah, those tacos were terrible, and it was such a letdown. And then we ended up having a makeup anniversary dinner when we got home. We went to this nice ramen place that has like Wagyu beef in their ramen bowls. It was really good. It was definitely worth it. Terrible Taco Tuesday. It wasn't even Tuesday. That's the thing. It was like a Friday. It's like you can't even do a fish fry Friday. Like a Friday fish fry. I don't know. And it's like, if we had known that the tacos were going to be that shit, because like you couldn't actually tell what the quality of the tacos were going to be until you got up to the buffet, and then like they had covers over the food, so like you couldn't tell until you like lifted the thing up. But we had already ordered wine, so it's like we were already kind of a little bit too late, too far into our dinner. I would have taken a fish fry over what they had. To be fair though, would a fish fry from that place have been any better? It probably would have been like soggy, unflavorful, just shit. Then do a hair flip. But you tell them that you're a Yelp reviewer and then you're gonna comment on their terrible tacos. Yeah. And then do a hair flip. But in lighter news, I went to a street festival over the weekend with a couple of friends, and I got a caricature. It might be kind of glary, but there's plastic on it, but look, it's me. My friend said that I look like gay Jesus. Well, I am gay, but... well, bisexual, but I don't know if I'm anywhere close to Jesus. Surface Ross talking about how much the food sucked. Yeah, that's the thing too. They're like, everybody hates it. And when they were asking us how it is, that's just like, I'm like, it's okay. I think we just said it's good, but like, because we didn't want to hurt their feelings, but I guess their feelings wouldn't have been hurt anyway. It's just like, I don't know, how do I say these are like the worst tacos I've ever had? And it's just a total ripoff. Jesus was by. How was he? I also have some unfortunate news, and I'm a little bit angry about this. So you guys remember how I said that I was going to stream WarriorWare Smooth Moves tomorrow? That was what the plan was on the schedule. But I checked my app for my work schedule, and turns out they scheduled me to work tomorrow and Saturday without even A, asking me, or B, telling me. And that really pisses me off. So I emailed the person in charge of scheduling, being like, so I want to be clear. I did request to work those shows, but then when the schedule came out, they didn't schedule me for them, so I assumed that I wasn't set to work them. So then I went ahead and made my stream schedule to, I scheduled my streams around what I actually am working, or what I was confirmed to be working, and then suddenly I just checked the app and there's those 2 shifts there, and I didn't get notified of that. I wouldn't have even known if I didn't, check just now. So there's a chance if if I can't do WarioWare tomorrow night, which is a chance that I might not be able to, I'm still waiting for the schedule person to get back to me. But if I'm not able to stream WarioWare tomorrow, I might either try to squeeze it in on this Sunday night, or Wednesday night, but we'll see. I've had people tell me I have the day off and then yell at me for not coming in. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Like, I'm fairly new to this place. I mean, like, it's the same venue, it's just a different company that's handling the scheduling. And let me say, I am not happy with how they're doing it. I had no complaints up until right fucking now. But anyway, I'm not going to be angry about that right now. I'm going to be happy and play SHADOWGATE 64 Trials of the Four Towers. I've wanted to play this again for a while. The last time I streamed this game was 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And back then my streams weren't as quality as now. Quality. So I figured it's high time that I refresh the VOD. Actually, as a matter of fact, I should probably do the reading. I'm just gonna restart this again. Alright. Gotta read the prologue. The world spins and time moves on. The memory, the fear of the evil that once walked this land has faded. Gone are the guardians who stood vigil against its return. The heroes of ages past are no more. The one who fulfilled the great prophecy and defeated the evil lives now only in the tales of bards. Peace and prosperity have returned. Yes, peace and prosperity and complacency. The world spins and time moves on, and the evil stirs again. And this time there is no great hero to rise against it. Long ago, this road saw warriors and kings riding its length. Long ago, this road was a lifeline of the continent. Long ago, this was a well-traveled and safe road for freemen and serfs alike. But that was long ago. This now road cuts through the plains near the gatekeeper's mountains, home to the fabled castle Shadowgate, has become haunted for bandits and thieves. Those unfortunate enough to travel road it's going too fast. And so it goes that the caravans come and the bandits plunder. On this day, another unlucky caravan has fallen victim to the thieves. This time, the fate of a young halfling and its very world itself will be forever altered because of it. Alright. This is the 64th Shadowgate? It is. Not really. This is just Shadowgate for the Nintendo 64. So basically, I wasn't really able to properly read the entire thing, but Kingdom used to be overrun by like bad people, then heroes took them down, and now there are no more heroes, and everybody's just kind of at the mercy of the evildoers. But our protagonist, his name is Dell. No relation to the computer company. It's D-E-L, not D-E-L-L. Is just a halfling, but he is going to be the hero. He is the chosen one. Games like this were weird. Half of them just slap 64 on the title. Yeah, like Mario 64, Shadowgate 64. But you can tell which one is going to be the protagonist. Actually, you can't, because my camera, is kind of covering him up. But there he is. He's the long-eared fellow. I'm just gonna turn the volume down just a wee bit. That was loud in my ears. How else would you know they're for the 64 if you didn't have the cartridge in front of you? You'd think it was a PS1 game, right? Well, it's kind of like with Mario games where Mario always has to tell you on the title screen the name of the game. Super Mario Sunshine! Super Mario Galaxy! Woohoo! But the protagonist is that fellow with the elf ears and the long black hair. I had long black hair. Well, I still have long hair, but my hair was dyed black for a short time, and I looked just like Dell when I shaved. Did he yell Odyssey? It wouldn't surprise me if he did. Because Mario fans can't read. I don't remember. I only beat the game once. Odyssey is the one that's on the Switch. That's like the new one, right? Oh no, that's Super Mario Wonder. I was thinking of Wonder. I don't what console is Odyssey on? That's actually a little quiet now. That cutscene was so loud. Okay, here we go. So it's new. Yeah, it's new for me. I played a little. I don't have a Switch, but my brother-in-law has a Switch, and he got Super Mario Wonder when it first came out, and it's a pretty fun game. Switch 2 should be announced soon. Nice. What's going to be different about the 2? You glance around at your surroundings. There has got to be a way out of here. So, me, or Dell, who is me, is the main protagonist. He's a halfling. He was just a traveling merchant on a wagon, and then a bunch of thieves basically ransacked his wagon and killed all the people except for him, and then now he's a prisoner. I just want a more powerful Switch. I think the Switch is perfect minus performance. Good God. Oh, it's just more powerful and more gimmicks. That's fair. Whoops. Switch 2 gimmicks will be sniff mode. Yeah, you get to sniff Wario's farts in real time. I have to talk to this guy. There we go. Man appears to be asleep. Shall you disturb him? All the characters in this game are very blocky. It's like very stereotypical Nintendo 64 graphics. Hey, a newcomer, and a halfling to boot. My name is Agar. I'm a magician. What is your name? Dell, you say. I wish I could greet you under better circumstances. Traveling with a trade caravan when you were beset by thieves? You're lucky that you're still alive, Dell. Aye, lucky indeed. Is this the game with the looping cutoff screen? It is! In fact, I should turn it up just for that. Yeah. So, if you listen carefully, there's like, just various sounds in the background, and then there's this guy being tortured, and his scream is just cut off. There it is. That man is dead. There's actually a couple different screams that are in here. Do the other scream. There it is. Can you guys hear it all right? This is also the game that has the blum in the very beginning. You hear rustling at the door at your cell. Time to eat, halfling. Enjoy while you can. It may be your last. I've heard the torture cells start tomorrow. I don't know why they waste time on you. If I had my way, I would have thrown you in the sewers long ago. It's a shame to waste good food on someone like you. Ah, pay no attention to him, my friend. What's that? Why, you're within a castle. Castle Shadowgate, to be exact. Legendary center of magic for all of Kaltorwin. Bah, it's nothing but a haunt for thieves and treasure seekers now. You see, the magic items made by the sorcerer Lakmir are said to be hidden here. Some say that they can be found in the four towers, which no one has entered for years. I would have thrown you in the sewer long ago, but I just got here. Well, I'm gonna get into the sewer soon. Hey, Daddy, how are you? These towers have been sealed by magic. Nobody can get in. Believe me, I've tried. That's why I'm here. I've tried to break the wards and hurt some thieves. I can tell you they are not too happy with me right now. But enough talk. I like how they capitalize the N in not, even though that's not the beginning of the sentence. He just wants to put that emphasis that, like, they are not happy. I need to conserve my strength. They shall come for me soon. I like this part. It looks like the meat of some kind of beast. Will you eat the meat? You gag on the greasy meat. That is screenshot worthy. You gag on the greasy meat. It's the leftover bone. The end is pointed and it looks strong. Shall you take the bone? I'm just gonna wake Agar up again. What, you can't sleep? Listen, Nell, it's no use thinking about escaping. I've tried and failed. They took my spell books from me weeks ago. Well, can't you remember them? I know the cells stink from the sewers below, but you get used to it. Now try to get some sleep, my friend. Well, I'm not going to stand for that. The floor around the straw is damp. Do you want to move the straw aside? You nose the grate and can smell the sewer below. Your nose crinkles at the smell. You wonder where this might lead. Shall you open the lid? Grunting from exertion, you fail to budge it. There must be a way to pry it off. Yeah, like with a bone. Let's use our get out of jail free card, which is the bone from the greasy meat that we just gagged on. The cover opened. You can see the dark waters of the sewer below you. I want to hear the cutoff screams one more time. How was your weekend, Daddy? I guess just how was your weekend too, Nico? I don't need to ask Devin because I know what he's been up to. All right, we got our cutoff screen. Our perfectly cut screen. I wonder if there's a way, I mean there probably is a way to extract the sound files from this game. You shake the putrid water up from your clothes as you look around the dank sewers. That's dank. Let me just turn it down just a wee bit. There we It was alright. That's good. And the thing about this game is that there's really no combat. In fact, there's no combat. It's basically just running around and picking stuff up and then using it to solve problems, like puzzles. Way too much greasy meat. So you wouldn't have known it, but like that bar you were supposed to take it, you need it for reasons. Yeah, that frame rate. The depths of the underground lake surprises and scares you. Oh, speaking of which, I should save. This big stone pillar looks like it's ready to topple over any minute. It's kind of funny how he still holds onto that bone even though you have no use for it ever again in this game. But that's just it. You collect things and you use them once and then never use them again and they just clog your inventory. And then this apparition who looks like Mike Myers. An apparition appears. It seems very agitated, but you can't understand the ghost. Thank you for moving me off center. I really appreciate that. We found a parchment. I'm gonna read this guy's journal. That was his skeleton there. How do I... There we go. I'm amazed at what I think we found. Buried in the ground and unearthed after all this time. He said we should sell it to a sorcerer. Said we'd be rich. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. There's one thing we need to snag from here. A pickaxe. An ancient pickaxe lies discarded on the ground. Another one-time use item. Well, actually I take it back. There are two uses for it. Using the pickaxe, you scale the wall. It's use number 1, and then now use number 2. With a crash, the ceiling collapses. You should have been a miner. By the way, ad break coming up in 15 seconds. You look around and wonder if this is one of the towers that Agar spoke of. Probably. Oh, we get to see the mouse. Want to see a mouse? Here it is. A mouse. Mouse. There's certain things in here that we need to grab. General rule of thumb is even if you think that it seems useless, just grab it anyway, because you never know if you're going to need it later on. I mean, I've played this game many times. So I do, in fact, know what you need and what you don't need. Oh, I heard a mouse. I want to see a mouse again. Fairy statue. A slipper that we're not allowed to take just yet. You want to hear something creepy? Ghost girl playing with the rocking horse. Actually, I do want to do something. Spoopy. Just want to do something with the... Okay. There's nothing through that door that we can use. What a splendid entrance, no doubt about it. This is one of the 4 towers. Oh, Kitty! Not you, Kitty. Aw. I don't know if you can see her. She's, sleeping on the couch. Just lounging there. She's a sleepy girl. No doubt about it. She's a real charmer. Doubt about it. Now, speaking of Radiata stories, I haven't actually made a formal announcement on any of my social medias or anything like that, but I have hinted at it in ad stream that there is a Radiata Stories comeback on the horizon, and it's going to be for the 19th anniversary of the North American release. The traveler arrives. The traveler Del Cottonwood, to be exact. Come back how? In the sense that I haven't played Radiata Stories for like 3 months. I finished the randomizer playthrough, and now I'm going to come back with a new playthrough. So, that's going to be fun. It's going to be on September 6th. Who am I, Halfling, and how do I know your name? My name is Leknir. I am a sorcerer. If you play vanilla, get those retro achievements installed. I'm actually going to be playing, well, I hope to be playing a modded version that that James is working on at the moment. This tower is where I train my disciples. You're not here for trading, eh? Everybody in this is Canadian. No doubt about it. And which way does the road wind for you, Del? Which path will you follow? The wide path is the wide path is easy, but leads to death. The narrow is hard, but leads to life. If you choose the narrow, then seek me in the next tower, the Tower of Lakmir. If you choose the wide, then you are not the one that I have waited for. Take the death path easy. Guess I'll go die. I will be there, Halfling. The question is, will you? There's all these books and stuff that are scared about, and you don't actually need to collect any of these books. They're not essential for completing the game, but they do sometimes contain hints as to what you're supposed to do next. They don't outright tell you. If you could change the music, this could easily be a horror game. I'm even picking up the blank books. Now, I don't know if you guys are at all interested in listening to me read any of these books, or if we should just if I should just be more focused on gameplay. I can do either one. Some of the books are interesting looking. Only if you smoke a pipe. I wish I had a pipe. My mom had, like, a pipe. She didn't smoke it. I don't know where she got it or why she had it, but I think it was just, like, it belonged maybe to, like, her grandpa or something like that, or it was, like, an heirloom, and she just kind of had it and let me play with it and pretend that I was, like, Sherlock Holmes. Or a wasp. Yes. I do have cigarettes. If that will suffice. It doesn't look as classy as a pipe. I wish I could smoke. I wouldn't say that. You don't want to smoke. I forget which order I'm supposed to do it in. Or which sculptures I put. I'm a year queen, but I crave. Oh, good for you. Good on you. I've always been worried that I would get addicted. If I even tried it. But I did try it, and I didn't get addicted. Like, I very seldom... I haven't smoked in, like... I don't even remember the last time. I'm a social smoker. The title reads a speech to Voyager. You gotta do it regularly for years to get addicted. It's the hardest drug to get rid of. Yeah. I was always worried because a lot of people in my family were addicted to smoking. My mom was. Two of my sisters were. Well, one of them still is a chain smoker. But my dad smokes cigars, and I can always smell it when he does. Because when he smokes cigars in the laundry room, and it comes through the vents, and I can smell it. Liquid sunset. Another one of my sisters, she used to smoke, but then she weaned off of it with vapes, and now I think she doesn't do it at all anymore. I live in the same building as my dad. I live separate units, obviously, but Devin and I live in one unit, and then above us is a tenant that we're not related to him. Then on the very top floor is my dad. At one point, my dad and I had our own houses next to each other. That's awesome. My mom is has been trying to find housing arrangements closer to me because she lives like an hour and a half away from me, like an hour and a half's drive. she's not very tech savvy, and I don't really mind dropping in now and then to kind of like help her figure out her laptop or figure out her phone. But I don't really see her that often. Now I think it's not ape man, it's not primitive man. Maybe it's fairy statue first and then elf? This is a fantasy world, so they don't believe in evolution. Maybe it's a dwarf. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got it. I knew it was only fantasy creatures that go in there. So the ape man and the primitive man do not belong. Need a fruit. I think we have everything that we need now. Oh wait, there's a useless book for me to grab. And I really do mean it's useless. It's totally void. It's devoid of any text. But I need it weighing down my bindle. Is there anything else in here? I just want to explore everything. Ah, more books. Oh, this is the one, this is the journal that, has the little blurb about Lackmere just, like, showing up out of nowhere and yelling at him. Let's see if I can show you. Month of Aries, Southwest Day. It was merely a matter of time before the Watchmen discovered our folly. Our nighttime pleasure jaunts were no doubt ill-advised. I always suspected he knew of our excursions, but a man can only turn a deaf ear so long. Perhaps they will be gracious with us. After all, the trips were merely an occasional diversion. Will they confiscate the key and tell good Master Lackmere? Month of Aries, West Day. The good master was gracious. A week of shameful labor could be far worse. I have heard that the future transgressors will be made to wear a blue ring. It is said that this ring will drive a man insane. Month of Aries, Northwest Day. It happened on this day that I beheld the darker side of Lackmere. He appeared from nowhere and yelled at me as I went to clean the fireplace. I quickly forgot my chores as I slinked away. That night, I started to think, isn't it strange that a tower with no chimney should have a fireplace? I realized that such thoughts were dangerous, but I could not help but think them as the moon rose over the third tower. And I dreamt of a grinning skull wearing a ring of blue that cried out for its brothers of red and green. And in it, I saw the answers, and a voice told me that once you're through with the world, there's another waiting there. Right. So it's things like that kind of give you hints about like what to do. Well, not what to do, but just things about like the items that you're going to pick up. So there's a ring that you'll pick up later on. I think it's the blue ring. So one ring lets you, the red ring lets you talk to the dead, and I think the blue one switches the control so that like up is down and vice versa, and left is right and vice versa. And then I think the green ring, if you slip it on your finger, it kills you. So gotta be sure not to do that. It is a very interesting Nintendo 64 game. It's definitely not very action heavy. But the ring, excuse me. There's also, oh, there's a coin here. I need that coin. I need to buy things later. check if there's anything under the table. And there is. Alright. One more door. I would classify this game as more of a, like, it's definitely a puzzle game, but it's also kind of like adventure and exploration and collecting things. And this is just sort of a buffer game between A Link to the Past and the next Zelda game that I'm going to stream. Go downstairs. Which Zelda game am I going to play next? I'll give you a hint. It's on the same console as the game that we're playing this on. Alright. It's also very important to save because making the wrong move, like if you, like I said, put on the green ring or drink the wrong potion or step off of a ledge and fall and die, and you didn't save, you're up shit creek. And that pixie flute makes us small. And we just have to climb down the rope. Look at these leaves. They're so big. So I am my original size again. Once we get the Ring of the Dead, which is the red ring, we'll be able to go up to these graves and talk to the dead people. I'll watch this bird poop. It pooped. Burb. The burb pooped. Now, I can't talk to the dead guy who's there yet. I need to go to church and confess my sins. Oh, mousey. Key. I was just talking to Devin when I was streaming with Ad on his channel. Just about how the last time I streamed SHADOWGATE 64 was back in 2020, and I did a playthrough like later on in the year, but then the first playthrough that I did was like in 2019 or so, and back then my quality was such shit. It was terrible. I didn't have a standalone microphone. Basically what I had was just like earphones, like wired earphones that has like the little microphone attached to it, and the mic or the mic audio would cut in and out. And I was asking Devin, like, why the hell did you bother watching my streams? Because the quality was just so bad and you could barely hear me. And he's just like, I just wanted to be supportive of a friend. I'm like, that's legit. That's how we all start out. That is true. By the way, do you want to see a dead body? Wowie, dead body. You see a crop. Rats. Again, horror game. Exactly. And then they've got their own iteration of the cross, which is just some sort of winged hourglass, I guess. But yeah, I look back on my old streams when all I had was, like, you know, this thing. And I cringe. That's the VG Awards trophy. It is. But, I mean, I guess that's the ultimate goal is, if you can't look back on your old works and cringe a little bit, then that means that you haven't improved. Take the bottle. So those are dragon tears. Now, I'm gonna climb this ladder and then briefly save. Because I want to show you exactly what happens when you die. When you die in a game, you die in real life. Okay, so if I just step off the edge... Foolishly, you take a step into midair, gravity takes over and you plummet. You have a quick, irrational thought as you fall. Watch out for that first step. You quickly meet the ground with a meaty thud. Try again! But yeah, that is why we save. It can't be used. Bull spit. You may not know this, but that pin that we just pulled out, we do need that for later on. Gotta be very, very careful. And that's where it fell. Escape church. And all the dead bodies. Well, the one dead body, I should say. This is another place where it's really easy to make the wrong step. If I step in any of those holes, I will die. Now this castle, not this, well, this castle, this tower really reminds me of Lucian's room in Radiata Stories. As a matter of fact, this game just has very Aphelion vibes to it. I don't know why. Oh, there he is. I see that you chose the narrow path, young Dell. Will you continue the journey? Here within the Tower of Lackmere are numerous magical devices. They await you. The second floor and beyond contains places where no one other than myself has walked. What awaits you will test your will. Nay, not just your will, but your heart as well. I leave you a gift and a task. Should you accept the task, then the gift is yours. But first you must find the gift. Call it a test. We will speak again. Where'd the kitty go? I was gonna show her places she's never seen before. Aw, she's with you now. Meow. I love how this game takes place in like a medieval setting, but they've got these somewhat futuristic air shafts. Metallic and everything. Journal. Good observation. Hello. Oh yeah, is that I can't tell if it's a lowercase L or an uppercase I, but yay. I'm just gonna call you Yay. Just Yay is enough. That's fair. How are you doing? Are you a fan of SHADOWGATE 64? Not really, just browsing. That's fair. Well, I hope you enjoy the stream. Wanted to check it out. Hope all was good. Oh, thank you. I hope your night is going well. So there's an item behind this pillar here, and I can't count the number of times I've missed it. There's so many items in this game that are easy to miss. Yeah, it's like kind of hidden. There it is. It's a key. They definitely don't make it obvious to you. Most definitely an interesting game. It is. It's definitely different than what I usually do. Yeah, like typically this door is rusted. Actually, I need oil. I need to go back upstairs. I need a tap and die and some WD-40. Let's say I want a hammer. Do you know what a hammer is? That's what I want, a damned hammer. Now where in the world would I go? I have to do a couple things in this area. Oh, mousey. There's the oil. Found a bottle containing oil. And this is oil that was found in the kitchen. So presumably it's cooking oil and not like WD-40 type of oil. Speaking of WD-40, I remember this time that I was volunteering to do the concession stand at the pool of like a camp that my dad and my sisters have like a membership of, part of. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Here we go, Dragon Tears. And once I was done with my shift, there was like a playground across the way. And I went on the swings, and the swings were kind of rusty. And the guy who took my place at the concession stand like came over, and he was like so annoyed with the fact that the swings were rusty, and he's just like, "Here, I gotta oil those chains." I mean, at the very least, he provided a solution to the problem instead of just coming up to me and bitching and being like, "Hey, stop doing that. Stop playing on the swings." Water with dragon tears. And if you drink the dragon tears, it doesn't actually do anything to you. It just, this flavor text shows up that's just like, oh, you feel better now. With a cautious slurp, you take a small drink of the dragon tears. The aches and pains of your recent ordeals seem to evaporate. So with a renewed vigor and fresh outlook, you feel ready to take on the world. So it doesn't, I mean, it presumably makes you, improves his health, but it doesn't actually do anything. It's just flavor text. Actually, I wonder. Gives you toxic positivity. Yeah. Don't worry, be happy. I forget what happens if I drink the red potion. I know. Liquid sunset. This is why I save. Save state. Maybe this. Oh no, this is the one that makes me woozy. You drink the liquid and it begins to make you feel woozy. Yeah, so all it does is just kind of make the camera kind of sway back and forth. It makes you drunk. But it resets itself once you go into another room. Now it's either the green potion or the blue potion that you are not supposed to drink because it will kill you. Not a bad drug effect. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like it's fun. It's fun stuff. I don't know if you were here earlier, Yay, but I was talking about the different potions that you collect in this game. The red one, obviously, it makes you woozy. There's another potion that... No, it was the rings. It was the rings that I was talking about. So the red ring makes you be able to talk to the dead. I think the green ring reverses the directions of the like the controller. So like left is right and up is down and vice versa. But then there's another potion, and I forget if it's the blue or the green one. That one, if you drink it, just kills you. And I always forget which one it is. Actually, I'm gonna, if you don't mind, put myself a little more on center. I gotta steal this. I wonder if the red potion is basically just alcohol. And what kind of alcohol would it be? Would it be dark rum? This little star crest. It's not really a star. It's more of just a... It looks like the A for atheist, doesn't it? Like the A in the atheist symbol. Long meeting table. If I remember correctly, there's a puzzle coming up involving some knight statues, and I always forget. Like, I know it says experienced player, and I have played this game like a number of times, but I still would need help remembering the combination. I'll show you what I mean. Great Shadowgate 64 walkthrough. Game facts. Oops. Statue. Oh, I forgot about this. The walkthroughs for this game are very text heavy. Was that your PC? Oh, the arrow, that was mine. I was searching a document and it was just like, could not find term. We don't want to go to Gar's cottage yet. But I do love, I'm just going to show you the text on this walkthrough. After Lackmere talks to you, and he seems to bother you a lot. He does bother you a lot. Two coins. Straight to right. Go straight. All right. It's just like I know that there's a puzzle coming up and like I don't remember the order of it. Here it is. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Maybe if I just do like a playthrough of it. Take me to the... Here we go. Actually, he's gonna talk to me. Ah, my young friend, the path winds round and leads you to here. So you wish your gift? It shall be so if you continue on and accept the task. But know this, halfling. The path becomes treacherous. I spoke of a test. Here it is. It was in my younger days that I devised a maze to confound mine enemies. It is this maze that you now enter. The key is to follow the knights. But which knight? That is the test, for they lead up to my inner chamber. 'Tis the place of my gift, and is of your choice. So prepare yourself, young one. Alright, I think we have to go left first. But I'm gonna double check. There's left, right, and center. So I go to the wrong one. I think it's left. left, and then either left or right. Gotta go right. Left, right. Right again. Ah, here we are. Okay. Save, just to be completely safe. Read the little plaque here. You read the ancient writing inscribed in the stone plaque. Each path has a beginning, each path has an end. Each path winds round, and to your destiny it sends. Alright. And here we are. I just don't want to be fussing too much with figuring out the puzzle. Alright. Forest nectar. This might be the poison, I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out though. But first do a little save state, because I don't want to... I'm not really ready to die yet. Quickly drink the liquid as it's only... Oh, this is the one that kills you. Okay, so it is the green one. Green is bad. Green for Algandars. You quickly drink the liquid. It takes only moments before your body begins to spasm. Yeah, try again. Yeah. So, note to self. Green is bad. Green will give you Algandars and kill you. Do not drink. It's the blue one that reverses everything. I need that key. Give me the key. Give me the key. It's like a medieval set, like a game in a medieval setting, but they've got this machine, this very modern machine that makes keys. It's basically the key machine from Home Depot. It was just in there. I gotta go in here. I don't think we do anything with this feather pen, but Night Elixir. I forget what the Night Elixir does. I think this is the one that... Again, I'm gonna save, because I don't want to do anything that I'll regret. You drink the liquid. It has no particular taste, but it makes you feel quite odd. Okay, so this one doesn't actually reverse the controls. So I'm pressing right now, but it's making me move forward. The chair gives you a leg up. You can scan the room from your lofty position. So right goes forward, down goes to the right, and then up goes backwards. This is the only button that actually corresponds with what we're doing. And I think it does reset itself once we change rooms. Yeah, as everything's back to normal now. Now all you have to do is switch rooms. I think we have to use the red potion and the blue potion to make it purple. You poured in the liquid. I really like that shade of purple. I know, like, I say my favorite color is green, but I also really love that particular shade of purple. Smoke rises, and now the ceiling transforms into a starry, starry night sky. Yeah, see, it's like a almost kind of a reddish purple. It's very, very deep, very rich. Oh wait, I gotta stand on the chair and stick a key in it. Okay. So you gotta take all of these rings. This is the ring that I believe reverses controls. The green ring, which kills you. And then the red ring, which lets you talk to dead people. You get to be like Haley Joel Osment and I see dead people. Well done, Dell. It is good that you continue to follow the narrow path. I have a narrow urethra. You are the first person in decades to see my inner room. Your steadfastness has earned you this gift. The ring will open your eyes, and the dead will be made known to you. But beware, while you are wearing the ring of the dead, the living will continue to fade away. And so, you have the gift, but what of the task? Behold, look beyond these walls to see what transpires outside. Yes, this very moment, the pieces are moving into place for the final game. We look outside. Look out of his skylight. This is the guy who's going to say Blumner in the end of the game. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to it within the time limit of the stream, but he has a very funny chant that he does. Blumner. This man's name is Belzar. He is a sorcerer and was once a disciple of mine. I know his plans. He wishes to free the Warlock Lord from the otherworldly prison. He must never be, for the Warlock Lord's power is great and his purpose is evil. I know this because he was one of the Circle of 12. Yes, he was my brother. But this matters not. For if Belzar ushers him back into this world, we will fall. And the world will fall with us. But Dell, there are things Belzar does not know. He thinks that the staff is found, but it is hidden still. And the last dragon, the lone survivor, also lives. You must seek out the dragon, and there you shall find the power that may thwart this. Alas, I can help but little for reasons I shall soon become clear. For I live in the world of the spirits, and I walk among them as one of their own. But I will say this, seek out Dorn in the first tower. He may help you. So I want to showcase to you what, well, actually, you know what? Once I get to where I can talk to some dead people, I will show you what each ring does. But first things first, we got to get out of here. Oh, I don't want to go through here. Alright, take me back. Take me back to the beginning. Oh. Come on out. Get me out of here. Oh my god. Get me out of here, please. Here we are. We're back in the beginning. Alright, now I can go back. Back to the machine room. The medieval machines. I mean, obviously, in the medieval times, they did have machines, just not like these kinds of machines. I was ranting to Devin because both of us kind of share the same sentiment where it annoys us when people suggest that people from ancient times were dumber than people now. So, for example, there was the whole idea that the pyramids, like, there's no way that an ancient culture could have been smart enough to build pyramids, so it must have been done by aliens. It's just like a stupid take, because people back then, like, yeah, they weren't as advanced in the sense that we were, but they did have technology and they knew how to build something that was top heavy. But I saw this post on Reddit where somebody was asking why art from... no map. Why art from a long time ago, like either medieval art or ancient Egyptian art, just doesn't look realistic as realistic as it does nowadays. And someone in the comments suggested, or they said that, like, oh, my sister studies art, and she says that it's because back then they didn't know what perspective was. It's just like, they knew what perspective was. The reason why like ancient Egyptians chose to, the reason why ancient Egyptian art looks the way it does is an artistic choice. The same way that, like, if thousands of years from now they were to look at anime art or like cartoon art and be like, wow, did people long ago just not know how to draw realistically? It's like, we do. It's just that it's a stylistic choice. And they were, you know, the whole idea with ancient Egyptian art is that they're trying to depict the human body in the way that the gods see it. So it's just like, you know, obviously it's like face and profile, but like eyes facing forward. So it's like the most ideal perspective of every body part. But anyway, that's my little rant of the day. Key does not work. Grenade key. Key does not work. Probably not the skeleton key. Well, I can use the Ring of the Dead. But basically, like, people hundreds of years ago weren't stupid. They knew how to do things. It's just that they chose to do there was an artistic intention for why things were drawn the way they were. And there is ancient Egyptian art that is realistic. Okay, so I'm going to show you, save state, what each ring does. So this is the Ring of the Dead. This allows us to speak to dead people when it's equipped. And this is a dead person. Look, halfling. Look at who was the disciple of Blackmere. Look at one who betrayed him. I left him for a world that one should never see, the world of the black magic. And black magic never leaves a person once they look into its deep abyss. Nay, my soul can never be redeemed. Well, we'll see about that. Drop some dragon tears on your grave. Ah, the dragon tears have cleansed my soul. You have done it, halfling. You have done what I could not do myself. A quest, you say? To enter the towers? Yes, I will gladly help you. First, find the Stone of Thirst, and then head for the reservoir. You will know the reservoir when you see it, halfling. But you must know the incantation. That incantation is Noman Ra. Don't forget it. Together, the stone and the words of the power are bound. You will find what you need once the stone has done its good work. So that ring lets us speak to dead people. The green ring, I think this is the one that kills us. You put on the green ring and the room begins to swim and you fall to the floor. Yeah. So green is bad. Whether it's a ring or a potion. Green means Alganars and Alganars means death. State. Uh-oh. 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 Hang on. The emulation. I did a bad. Bring the Stone of Thirst and bring it to the reservoir because it's thirsty. I should have save stated. I thought I did. Oh well. I gotta wait for Project 64 to boot up again. There's another emulator for the Nintendo 64 that I want to try out. It's just I haven't figured it out. Oh, exception, come on. Do I really have to do this? Do I really have to do this shit over again? I can do it quickly. Code state. What did I do? Why are you being asshole? just see. Yeah, I have all the rings, so I'm good. I'm right as rain again. I just have to not put on the green ring. Green ring will fuck me over. And the blue ring, again, I will show you. This is the one that, as soon as you put on the blue ring, you begin to itch uncontrollably, and it reverses. It messes up. It messes up the. So I'm pressing up. It's making me go backwards. Press down makes me go forwards. Right makes me go to the left. Right makes me go to the left. Yeah, left makes me go to the right. Sorry. So everything is reversed. And you may think that this is kind of a useless ring, but there is a room later on where putting on this ring is useful because it reverses the controls in the room. And there are these spinning, spiky things that will kill you if you're not careful. So this basically just puts things back to normal. I am a sorcerer. When I was young, I wanted to be one. Training enlightenment. One day, I was allowed to undertake the challenge of the trials. I discovered the truth. Someone had tampered with the trials. I do not know how. I will find out whoever did this. Yes, I will find them and make them pay. Now, there's a flower somewhere that I have to, so there's a key that I need, I believe. I need the graveyard key. Not the graveyard key, but the, I need a key to open up that area. And none of the keys that I have are doing the trick. Does not work. This will lead us back to the sewers, but actually, hang on a second. Now that I have the Ring of the Dead, I can talk to Mike Myers' ghost. Listen to me, traveler, listen. A crisis is threatening this world. My name is Lucas. I sought treasure with my friend Saul. And we found something. It was a staff. We believe that we found the staff that wielded by the mighty Lord Jair. But Saul started talking about selling. I tried to stop him. He was half mad. He killed me and ran off with the staff. I shuddered to think of what the staff might do in the hands of someone evil. He doesn't give me anything. That's the ghost that we saw before, and we can talk to him at will, now that we have the Ring of the Dead. I think we can go through here. It's locked and can't be opened, or can it? Alright. Now I believe that we're able to go out this way through these doors. Yep. As expected. And now we're back in we're in the town. We'll have to get the key to the cathedral later. And we pick up these ancient coins to buy things later on. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. This guy looks like Gerald from Radia Stories, doesn't he? With the scar on across his eye. I'm afraid that I cannot understand you, my friend. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're speaking in gibberish to me. I'll wager you're from a strange land indeed. I must ask kindly that you go away and bother someone else. So that's another thing too about the Ring of the Dead. It's when you're wearing it, you can talk to dead people, but you can't talk to the living. They just think that you're speaking gibberish. So apparently dead people speak a different language than the living. Ah, if it isn't the halfling from the trade caravan. I had heard that you escaped. You should have stayed there. It is much safer. Don't worry, I do not wish to catch you. No, things have changed. Belzar has returned. This is an evil portent indeed. I fear for all of us. I have seen what Belzar can do. The snake has cut down over a score of my men. So be careful, halfling, for Belzar now rules the strange castle. I think if we go in here, we can... yes. This is where the dungeon keeper lives. And we're not going to visit him just yet, because I don't have the violin. But there are things that I want to take. Whether or not they'll be useful to me is another question. But in this game, you are essentially a hoarder. Look at that. That's my hoard so far. Another mousey. I don't think that there's anything in here that I can grab. I can't grab those things, whatever they are. Unfortunately, cannot grab the mouse. Neglected for quite some time. Indeed they have. A book. Oh. This guy. We don't really need to talk to him, but he does play some nice songs for us. Hello, traveler. I'm a troubadour. My name is Will Goddard. I'm sure you've heard of me. No? Ah, you must be from somewhere outside Kaltorwin. Would you care for a song? So we get to listen to the bard's song. Ah, an audience. I shall begin with the saga of Lord Jair. I am not going to sing for you, though. Warriors fight in blood-drenched sand upon... Oh, text goes too quickly anyway. Song of the legendary hero of Kaltorwin moves you. Well, young traveler, what do you think of my song? Yes, it is an extremely old song, but I like it very much. There we go. You listen well, halfling, and you know talent when you hear it. Would you care for another song? This is a song called This is a song that all the thieves like. It's called the Song of Triumph. Again, text is going to move too quickly for me to read. We're strong men of the grassy plain. We're thieves, and then... Yeah. Too fast. The song comes to an end. The song is a favorite around the castle, as you might guess. I started playing it when you realized that it might just keep me alive here. Now it is all the thieves want to hear. So this song is like the Swedish pagans of bard songs. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, well, Devin and I are Sabaton fans, and I guess Sabaton, they don't really like the song Swedish Pagans, but they'll play it at their concert because everybody wants to hear it. So this is the Swedish Pagans. You listen well, Halfling, and he just says the same thing. We're going to hear another song. We're going to hear a song about the Dungeon Keeper. It's going to be a bit of a sob story. You're glad when this particular song comes to an end. Not only can he write music, but he's a fair violin player. I had heard that he sold it for some reason or another. It's not why he sold it, but what happened when he sold it. Apparently, he was seen crying as he sold it. Can you imagine? I guess every man has his weakness, eh, Halfling? All I can say is that it's a decent song and it makes the thieves laugh. Thank you for listening. It has been a long time since I felt appreciated. As an expression of my gratitude, I would like to offer you this flower. Oh wait, so it is essential that we talk to him, because we need this flower for a particular grave that we will visit. While at court, if the royals were pleased, they would give me such a gift. Or the two ladies at the pub in Until the Goose Game, they give me a flower too. I think it's appropriate to give you. Fare thee well. You smell sweet fragrance as you are now given a flower. It was a pleasure to perform for you, traveler. Need I mention... Please do not repeat my tales of the Dungeon Keeper to anyone. He does not think kindly of me, especially since it was I who chipped his violin. Is that Owen Wilson? Wow. Wait, hang on a second. I need to pull something up. He really does kind of look like Owen Wilson.
Wow. Wow.
Every time Owen Wilson says wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. 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 Wow.
Oh wait, Owen Wilson was in... He was in Cars? I didn't know that. I learn something new every day. Ka-chow! I guess that makes sense. He was the main character. Yeah, I just like... I didn't really pay attention to who was part of the cast, I guess. Petition. What's the petition for? Petition. To Captain of the Guard, we find conditions of the roads intolerable. Bandits freely attack and plunder most of our caravans. We respectively ask that you solve the problem. The Traders Guild. Interesting. Very interesting. And there's an orb here that we need to collect. I forget what we need it for, but it's pretty and I want it. And ornate. I think we could sell this. Dell is a kleptomaniac, as you may already be able to tell. If you could never wield swords such as this in battle. It's too heavy. But Devin could probably wield it. He's strong enough. He's strong enough. Maybe. So this guy, if I talk to him, he's going to push me, and then Del will make a noise. We've surrounded the Shadowgate, and outside the troops have enclosed the circle. Enclosed the castle, sorry. No, maybe it's this guy who will push me. No. No, it's the other guy. It's on the other side. One of these soldiers pushes me. Stay away, halfling, and if you persist in snooping around, you will be dealt with. Snow picking as usual, I see. Wait, where does he gasp? Nah, guess he doesn't do it. I think he does it later on, maybe. Oh, I don't have the flint yet, do I? Where do I get the flint? Yeah, I don't have flint. I was gonna show you what happens when you light a fire in this stable here. Because the stable boy just freaks the fuck out and then he kills you. Alright. This guy looks like a... he looks like World War II propaganda. Eh? What's that? You ask what I'm doing? I'm digging. What did you think I was doing? Building a barn? Barn. That's funny. Old Garen still has it. Ha. Barn. Eh, what? Why am I digging here? Oh. You know, I feel like this guy would have the same voice as Jimmy Richard. I'm the boss. Why dig a heap of old garbage? Why, you ask? Because sometimes the most valuable things come out of the most unexpected places. Listen here, I found me a 4th century gold coin once. Yep, digging around garbage. Yeah, digging around garbage I was. Galtorian Mint, 4th century. A real beauty, and I should know. That's what I collect most, rare coins. So do not mock me, my young friend. A place like this is full of potential. Ha ha ha, Born. Boy, old Garen still has it. So I have to bribe him with an ancient coin. I think... is this one? Or is it this one? The ancient coin. Yeah, he likes this. He's gonna like this shit. Ah, yes, my own inquisitive friend again. What is this? What is it this time? Eh? Let me see then. Oh my word! By the wand, I can never be. It can never be. The weight is right. The color is near perfect for its age. Let me look closer at the engraving. The workmanship, it's unmistakable. The detail is exquisite. See here the coat of arms. The mistake. They say the engraver lost his head because of that mistake. Yes, he may have lost his wife, but he created the most eclectical coin ever. No more digging. No more digging for Garan. Sorry, I spit. You watch in shock as the man runs away with your... you watch in shock as the man runs away with your coin. So that's what I have to do to get him to move. I'm the boss. And there's something here that I need to grab. And final dirty slipper. This is important. This dirty slipper. I have to give it to the ghost girl that was making the giggling sound when I touched the rocking horse. I'm the boss. All right. What do you mean? There's a book there. Is there anything else that I can grab in this room? A thing, a picture. Stealing shit from people's house. I believe that there's like an old man here. Hello, are you the seeker of truth? Do you wish to discern the mysteries of this place? I am called Rastolin. Rastolin, lover of the Russian Queen, a humble scholar, studying the ways of the castle. Much is hidden, but much has been uncovered. I have found the fabled resting place, the chamber of holding, rumored to contain the imprisoned warlock ward. My search has led me to discover what the power of the place has over the evil one. It is an ancient place, created for the Circle of 12 to reside in. And I think that the key to its power, the combined mighty of the 12. For that is what the Staff of Ages possesses, does it not? The essence of the Circle. Ah, yes. Many mysteries to solve. Many adventures to go on, eh? You're talking nonsense, old man. But I will take, there. I will take, something from your house. Because I'm a kleptomaniac and I do that. What a nice bedspread. Actually, is there anything in here? Oh wait, no, I know what's through here. There is something that I want to grab though. A couple of things. I believe that there's a coin. Somewhere in here. I will have to return here later to do some things. I think there's a coin somewhere. There it is. There's the coin. And I believe that's all I need from this area for right now. Here. Alright. There's a door that is being held closed because of a spell. And we can't go there. However, there is something I can do here. Frog! There's a frog in the water. Oh, hey. It's Lekmir again. Young traveler. The narrow path leads you here to this place. In its glory, it was a monument to a people, a king, and a friend. I speak of the mighty Lord Jer, conqueror of the hated Evil One. Wielding his sword and staff, he was a terrible and deadly enemy to those of the darkness. Should you show awe, fear, respect? That you should, and more. He was much like you when I found him, halfling. Yes, much like you. Does this surprise you? That one, such as you, might become him? Your choices define who you are and who you are becoming. I believe the mighty hero is in the midst, one who might sway the balance. Alright, that's cool. I'm gonna go talk to the ghost girl who's in this laundry pool area. Oh, another frog. I do have the... I need to pull out the Ring of the Dead. There's gonna be a ghost girl that talks to me. Yep, here we go. Oh, you have found my slipper. Please, sir, do you know where the other one is? I can't go home until I have them both. Grandfather would be not happy if I lost them. She kind of looks like, what's her name? Heidi. Grandfather, I miss him so much, but I can't go home without him, without my slippers. So, you remember the slipper that was sitting on the nightstand in the room that the creepy girl giggling at the rocking horse was in? We need to grab that, but we'll do it later. That's for later. I think there's a gold coin somewhere around here. Or maybe not. Nope. I was wrong. I have to take off the Ring of the Dead. You wish to room traveler? Unfortunately, I have no empty rooms. Well, too bad for us. Boo hop. Let's take off the Ring of the Dead. How would if I talk to you again? Would you like that? No. Go away. I say go away as if this isn't his inn and he lives here. But I guess I have to do some other things. Actually, no. I forget what I have to give him a coin of some sort, but I don't know which coin it is. I have a couple coins. Ah, you do ask the impossible, don't you? A violin, the one belonging to that brute. Out of the question. You see, the dungeon keeper ran into some trouble with his debts. I, of course, am here to help out such a person in these dire straits. Dire Straits is a good band. And help him out I did, but he was very clear about what might transpire. Should anything happen to his precious instrument, so it is not something that I would easily sell. But I feel bad for you. Perhaps you wish to purchase something else. Never forget, young friend, everything has its price. Even the violin? Even the chipped violin? Would you do it for a coin? Hand over a coin. Would you care to look over our merchandise? Only slightly used. How about this item here? It's a very beautiful brooch. The Duchess of Treham once owned it, a woman of impeccable taste. It is said that she commissioned this piece after losing her favorite jeweled mirror. Would you care to purchase the brooch? I do not. And how about this here? It is a vintage jewelry case, a real antique. Once given to Lady Mirabelle to hold her precious jewelry. It has nonetheless found its way into my humble hands. A beautiful item. Would you like to buy? No, I do not want it. And how about this item, good sir? A ripe fruit, out of season. No, I do not know what it is, but it has got to be good. Just look at the color. Do you wish to purchase the fruit? No, I want the... Then would you have a use for this gauntlet, owned by Magnus the Gold? What a magnificent use for a gauntlet, I'll never know. I want the violin. I have this fine pewter cup, handcrafted by the armed smithy, Titus. Titus? Like from Final Fantasy X? One still marvels at how he managed to make it. Shall you purchase the cup? No, give me the violin. I will not tolerate window shoppers. Either purchase something or leave. Give me the violin. I want the violin. I think I have to come back with like a more valuable coin. So that's something for later. In the meantime, gotta go back to the graveyard. Probably not gonna work, but key does not work. What about the skeleton key? I mean, isn't that the whole point of a skeleton key? Is that it opens up every door except for that one, I suppose. Fine. Actually, I think that there is something. From what I remember, there's like in the grass here. There's an item. You have to have a very this plant here. Strange odor. Poisonous plant. I do remember that there's something that I needed to grab here, and I think there's a coin over here. Yes, there is. It is my lucky day. What kind of a coin is it? It's just a coin. Nothing special about it. I suppose I could go back to the castle. I know for a fact that I can't open that door yet. So I'm not even gonna bother. Gone the other way, but that's okay. That's okay. This is going to be our route for now. That I need to put a flower on. I have to pay my respects to the dead. Actually, while I'm at it, I might as well talk to this dead old lady. Alganor's bed. Ah, a traveler. Maybe you can help. My name is Jezebel. I have a son, Saul, who used to seek the golden gems with his partner, Locus. One snowy night, he came home with a strange, dead look in his eyes. Within days, he was gone. I haven't seen my boy or his friends since. A fortnight after he left, and I grew sick with the Black Death. She got the plague! She got the bubonic plague! So please, young man, do a heartbroken woman a favor and find my friend Saul. And please, give him this pendant. It was his it was my favorite. He may recognize it. Please seek him out. This may help you too. My diary. Please find my boy. So we get the pendant. Oh wait, I have to go back and grab her diary. I don't have to, but I want to. Yes, I know. I will talk to your son. Oh no, I have to take off the Ring of the Dead. I still think it's funny how Devin was able to hear the sound of his beer opening on the stream. He did it loud. Alright, so I have to go to the graveyard and pay my respects to a certain dead guy. He's at the very end of this row. Actually, as a matter of fact, I might as well put this on. Put on my Ring of the Dead. It looks like a class ring, doesn't it? Ah, a visitor. It's been so long since I've had someone to talk to. In the past, when people mentioned wealth, they thought of Aristotle. I had many friends about me. They were all eager to fall into my favor. But that was when I was alive. In death, no one even looks my way. They divided up my fortune, and on the day of my death, except for what I hid, the fools had no idea that they would not see my greatest wealth. Not one visited my grave, and not one will find my hidden treasure. Except for me, because I'm gonna put a flower on your grave, and you're gonna like me for it. Put a flower on his grave, and he's grateful to us. Ah, you have done something that not even my friends had done. Show me kindness. In return, I will give you what they have sought. Hear me, halfling. Long ago, during the Rage Wars, I ordered my servants to hide most of my fortune. He was to bury deep underground, where they were building a water channel. Seek ye high and low, even though I do not know its location. For it is there that you will find my servant. Tell him this. Tell my servant Dersius, Aristotle bids you to relinquish the treasure. And then do with it as you wish, remembering what it can and cannot buy. Right. Okie dokie. I am going to go back to the inn and wear the pendant, because the man at the inn is the, I think he He's not the son, but he knows the old woman. And, he's gonna be like, where did you get that pendant? Did you steal it? Oh, God. This rum and coke is, settling to the bottom, and I'm getting, like, the strong part of it. Find any more greasy meat? Unfortunately not. The greasy meat that we get at the beginning of the game is the only greasy meat we will get. No more gangbangs. No more gangbangs for us. Am I wearing the pendant? Yes, I am. So the innkeeper is gonna be like, did you steal that? I know that pendant. It's just like Jezebel's. Where did you get it? Did you steal that pendant from Jezebel's corpse? Or perhaps you were a grave robber? What do you guys want me to say? Do you want me to... the correct answer is no, but, well, do you want to see what happens if I say yes? Say yes. Yes, I am a graver. Stealing things from the dead is something that even I'm not capable of. We rob graves. And then we try again, because this guy is an NPC, and he forgets. He has the memory of a goldfish. He's gonna forget everything that we told him. Says the same thing over and over again. I am not a grave robber. I'm not a crook. You say she entrusted it to you? Do you take me for a fool, little man? Jezebel died long ago. I saw her buried with that pendant. She told you to give it to Saul? What you speak of is madness. Madness, I say. Do you think me a fool? You can speak to the dead no more than I can. Test you? Alright. I will play your game and prove you a liar. If you were asked to find Saul, you must know all kinds of things about him. So let's see if you can answer my questions. What season was it when Saul came home? The answer is late autumn, high winter. I think it's late autumn. You don't know much. You don't know anything. There are no rooms for people who like you at the Rusty Sword. And then he kicks me out. But it's okay. He's gonna forget, because he's an NPC. He's an elfin that never forgets to kill. Alright. What is the name of Sal's friend? So these questions are randomly generated. It is Lucas. What was Sal hoping to find? Magical artifacts? Oh, dang it. Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. Jeez. Fine. I remember when I got all the questions right in Metal Gear quiz on Ground Zeroes, and I felt like a true nerd. Is it the same Metal Gear where, Psycho Mantis reads your memory card and it's just like, ah, I see you like to play, and then, like, lists off, like, some random game that you have, saved game name data for? His voice actor is the same voice actor as Lord Zane, by the way. Doug Stone. Yeah, he'll list off like 10 Konami games on your PS1 memory card. What is he? I've never played Metal Gear, but like, what does he do if you don't have any like game data on your memory card? GTFO, really? Wow. And yeah, in Twin Snakes, he lists Nintendo games. If you don't have any memory card data, he just says your memory is completely clean. Interesting. Alright, let's see if you can answer my question 3. What is the name of Sal's friend? It's Lucas. What was Sal hoping to find? It was gold and gems. How long after he left did the poor woman die? It was a fortnight. All of your answers were correct. I have to admit that I'm quite surprised. I still do not pretend to understand how you know these things, but it matters not. The fact that you did not steal from the old woman is enough for me. I had no idea that Doug Stone was running out. Yeah, he did the voice of Lord Zane. Oh no, the dab. Fortnite. Is this a Gen Z stream? Might as well be. After that. Yeah, Doug Stone has a very versatile voice. He's a good voice actor. But it's funny, like, when you hear him voice act in other things, sometimes you can hear Lord Zane's voice in it. I have plenty of vacant rooms here. So you lied to me! You told me that you had no more rooms. Choose one, little man. No need to pay me. The tale will be able to tell from this payment enough. Having appeased the unkempt innkeeper, you get the first good look at the inn. The place is deserted except for one striking-looking woman in the corner. Your eyes meet and you feel quite strange. See... That's a typo. It says, "She seems to look into your very soul," but it should say, "She seems to look into your very soul." I never noticed that. She seems. And that pearl that I took from the innkeeper's storeroom is going to come in handy, I believe. 0 out of 10. Can't be used here. God dang it. What a nice shop. What a nicely kept shop. Will you talk to me, please? Dell, I knew you would come here, so I knew you would escape the dungeon. How? I'm serious. I can foresee such things, just as I foresaw your arrival here. In fact, I saw a vision of you long before you were captured. Dig in the accents. Thank you. I'm part Eastern European, so I feel obligated to at least be able to do a Russian accent or some sort of European accent. I spoke to the thieves days before your caravan entered this territory. A halfling, I told them. But not any halfling. One with valuable knowledge. What? You blame me? On the contrary, it is because of me that you still live. The thieves would not have robbed your caravan and killed you The thieves would have robbed your caravan and killed you in the process. So now, I ask you to return the favor. Seek out my brother Agar and free him. He was captured, and I fear he will not live through the night. Please, forgive me for involving with this, but I have no choice. Will you help me? Thank you, Dale. I knew you were more than just a simple halfling. To get to the lower dungeon, you have to go past the room with the dungeon keeper. Now I'm starting to sound Swedish. Be careful that he does not notice you. Perhaps you can come up with a distraction. I mean, I guess Sweden is close enough to Russia. Finland is closer, but when you find Agar, give him this orb. He will know what to do with it. Now go, Dell. Fare thee well. Oh yeah, she gave me the orb. Now there is some, it's funny that the orb is still on the table. Are you gonna drug us with a special drink and breed us into your cult? Maybe. I know that there's something in here. Oh look, it's Jarvis's room because it's got all the alcohol in it. Jarvis was here. Have you seen Midsummer? I actually haven't. I put it on one of the movies. Like I put it in a poll for our October movie month last year as like one of the spooky movies to watch. But maybe we can watch it this year. I have to revisit that poll. But we should definitely watch Midsummer in October for spooky movie night. Spooks. The spooks. What did you think, Devin? I have to talk to Agar, but he was pretty fucked at some points. Yeah, I know that there's like some sex scenes in it, isn't there? Maybe we can watch Midsummer. I already have the lineup for September's movie night figured out. And if you don't know what the theme is, it's video game movies. It's video games themed from video games. Or, sorry, movies themed from video games. Where's I gonna go? What am I gonna do? I can't talk to the guard yet. Can't go back to the Oh right, the slipper. The guy gets his head smashed with a hammer and doesn't die from falling off a cliff. There's a Midsummer Fest in our city, but it's like, it kind of sucks because it's not very Swedish. It's basically like the same type of vendors that you see at every street festival. I mean, I love tacos as much as the next guy. Like, I love tacos, but like at the same time, it's just like if I go to a Midsummer Fest, I want Swedish culture. If someone doesn't like tacos, I immediately get suspicious. It's like I like them, but it's just like, you know, there'll be like taco stands there and like other things that like aren't very Swedish. It's like if you go to a Greek restaurant, you expect Greek food. You don't expect like, you know, Italian food or something else. And if I go to Midsummer Fest, I expect Swedish stuff. What are you hiding? There we go. find the little girl's room. I think it's this room. No. Oh wait, no, I actually do have to go up here, I think. Nope. I was wrong. I was wrong all along. That's like kind of the criticism I have about a lot of the street festivals that we have in the city, is that like the majority of them have the same vendors, and it's like not even really, I don't know, it's like if you've been to that one street festival, you've been to them all, basically. You know what, my text didn't like tacos, that was probably a clue. Probably. I think this is the little girl's room. No? No. It's not. Where is it? Where's the little girl's room? I need to return her lost slipper. Devin, did any of your exes like tacos? Yeah, so like, I didn't really go into too much detail about like why the tacos at the taco bar sucked. But like, they were the hard shell tacos that you can just buy like in bulk from a like Walmart or something like that. The meat, the ground meat was... So Devin's name is Devin with an A. Think of like A for Algendars. The soft water. Okay. Yeah, the soft tacos were flour tortillas, which like, don't fucking do that. You do corn tortillas when you're doing tacos. Flour tortillas are for burritos. But I don't know. I don't think Devin really cares that much, but I could be wrong. He's got one of those names that can be spelled like a million different ways. There's Devin with an O, Devin with an I, Devin with an A, Devin with a Y. But yeah, he is definitely Devin with an A. My taco place puts literal flour on their flour burritos. What the fuck? Yeah, I ate tacos at this one place, and they, well, for one thing, they put the tacos were on a flour tortilla instead of a corn tortilla. I'm so fucking lost. They were on a flour tortilla instead of a corn tortilla. I don't remember if they used cilantro or not. Because I got the carne asada tacos. But they used red onions instead of white onions for the tacos. I was like, this is blasphemy. Oh, maybe it's in the basement, now that I think about it. Dude, I'm getting a little bit tipsy, so my brain isn't thinking as much as it should be. Tipsy from water. It's not water, it's this is a rum and coke that I've been drinking. It started off here and now it's down here. And I used I didn't use Captain Morgan for this. I used a Bacardi. I like to use Captain Morgan with when I make French toast. Put a little bit of Captain Morgan in the batter. Brain, think harder. There it is. Okay, here it is. Alright, so we're gonna talk to the little girl. Or at least take her shoe. Neri, how are you? Welcome in. Alright, can I take the slipper now? Oh, come on, please. Alright, fine. Like, I know what I have to do now. Oh, there's her dad. Ah, a young man. Nay. Not a man, but a halfling. Wow. Way to insult my masculinity, sir. You're not a man, you're just a halfling. I'm good. I'm a little bit tipsy from rum and coke. Odd that you would be able to speak to one such as I. I am, after all, quite dead. I would speak to you of a tale. A sad tale. Listen, halfling. I have a granddaughter named Caitlin. She's been missing for a long time now. That kind of night. It is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit frustrated because thank you for the posture check. So I was supposed to be able to play WarioWare tomorrow for fucking Friday, but turns out I'm actually they scheduled me to work tomorrow and didn't ask me, or well, I mean, I guess technically they didn't have to ask me because I did say I could work that day, but they didn't originally schedule me for that day, so I assumed, okay, I guess I'm not working that day, so I'm gonna be free. So I scheduled a WarioWare stream that day, but then I checked the app and they're like, oh, actually, you're gonna be working today, and they didn't notify me, so guess I'm probably gonna be working tomorrow, so I might have to postpone the Wario stream. A single one of her slippers that was left by the lake. That's all that has been found. Please, I beg of you, please find out what happened to my granddaughter. Where to start? I believe that the place where the dead are properly buried. Take this key and bring this mystery to an end. Only then will I find peace. And to help you further, I shall open the way to this tower. Farewell. Oh great, now I get the cemetery key. I'm still finding out like what the deal is with that, because I emailed the HR person who's, you know, or I'm not sure if she's HR, like what she does, but she's in charge of the scheduling, and I was just like, hey, like I just noticed as I opened up the app that I'm scheduled to work tomorrow and Saturday, and I know I said that I originally said I could work that, but I wasn't originally, but you didn't schedule me for it. And I'm just now finding out that you put me on after the fact, after the schedule was already released. So, am I actually working tomorrow or am I not? But you know, I'm just kind of annoyed. Probably gonna be working tomorrow, which I'm not totally bitching about it. Like, it's money, and I need money right now. But I'm just a little bit cheesed off that I didn't get any sort of notification. It's much too small. I know it's much too small for a halfling. I'm trying to match up the slippers. I know. Here. Put it next to the, oops, not that one. Can't be used here. So I'm still trying to figure out when would be a good day for me to reschedule the WarioWare stream. I might do it this Sunday. I know. Okay, I guess. Fine. Can I grab this slipper? Yes. Oh, now I can take it. It's either gonna be this Sunday, which, I mean, I feel like it's a little too short of notice to, like, reschedule a stream for. But, it might also be on Wednesday, and I know Devin has to work on Wednesday, but he said that usually Wednesday isn't as busy when it comes to fulfilling orders, so I might do it on that day. But I'm gonna check my emails periodically. If I don't hear anything back, I'm just going to assume that I'm working tomorrow, and WarioWare will not continue. which is a shame. I mean, I don't know. So I think the key that the dead old guy gave me is the key that will open up. Yeah, this is it, the cemetery key. I don't need to go there just yet. Like, I'm still... I think I mentioned this before, like, I'm still working at the same venue, it's just a different company that's scheduling us, so... There may be some hiccups when it comes to my schedule. Never a bad idea to save. Thank you so much, kind sir. I can at least go home. They are not as shiny and new as they were before, but at least I did not lose them. I will go home and tell grandfather how you helped me. Yeah. I'm hoping that this is just a one-time mistake, and they're not going to do this in the future. I don't really like it when, you know, a schedule is released and I see it, but then they, you know, schedule me for something that I technically agreed to before I, you know, when I was submitting my schedule request. But, you know, it's like, the thing is just like, I said I could work the 30th and the 31st. And then when they released the schedule, I wasn't scheduled for those days. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just stream those days, or at least stream on the 30th. But then when I check the app, it's just like, oh, actually, you're going to be working the 30th and the 31st after all. It's just not a good practice to have, I agree. It's like, when you release the schedule, you should keep it that way, and if you're going to make any changes to it, you should A, ask me if I'm still okay with working that day, and B, just fucking notify me. Yeah, like, imagine if I made plans to travel. It's just like... And now I'm starting to understand why this company is always having to deal with call-offs. It's just like, well, maybe if you were a little more transparent about the scheduling, then you wouldn't have so many people calling off. No. Like, I could call off, and, like, I feel really shitty about having to postpone a stream, but, like, I don't know, I need to work. I need money. What did I get from that? Corporates be thinking people just sit around at home waiting to be called in. Exactly. To go back into here, and they're gonna give me the Stone of Thirst, I believe. Like, I don't even know if it's so much a corporate thing, because it's like, it kind of is corporate, but like, they have different divisions that handle like local things. So it's like a company that operates worldwide, or not worldwide, but like throughout the country, but they have divisions that handle like things within like certain cities, and like even like just like private events and like things like that, like stuff that I do. But it's just like, okay, like, you don't think that I have other things going on? Sure. I don't know. Again, like I said, it's money, and I need stuff I have to pay off. I have stuff I have to pay off, but I'm also not really too happy about not being properly notified of the change until literally last minute. Well, they didn't even notify me. It's just like, if I hadn't bothered to check the app, I probably would have just been streaming tomorrow, and then them calling me and being like, hey, why aren't you showing up? It's just like, well, I didn't know I had to work today. I don't know. Oh, wrong room. This is the mail room. But yeah, I'm not going to be Johnny on the spot. I say that, and then I'm just like, well, sorry guys, I gotta work tomorrow. Alright. Ring of the Dead. I like how she's sitting on his arm like a parrot. Thank you, Halfling. You have done well in returning Caitlin to me. Now, ask of me what you will. I will do all that I can to help you. What? You want to know the way into the Tower of Trials? I can tell you that the way lies below, in the depths of the reservoir. There you will find what you seek, a room that controls the water deep. Swim? Nay, Halfling. That would be impossible. I have something here for you. It is called the Stone of Thirst. It is truly a wonderful thing. It requires, however, a particular incantation, words of power that you wish. I do not know these words, nor is it written down in any book or manuscript. We learned the word from the guy who was buried next to the cathedral. Only those who have passed the trials know of such an incantation. Seek out someone who has passed the trials, Halfling, and receive the words. Surely neither life nor death shall hinder you. You have shown that already. Yeah, the Stone of Thirst. There was another issue regarding scheduling where, like, it was with the same person who does the scheduling, where, like, we had a show, and normally our call time is half an hour before doors open, but there was a VIP meet and greet, and I was asked specifically by my supervisor. So the supervisor is just below, I think, just below the person who does the scheduling. He asked me if I could come in early to help out with the meet and greet. So I said, sure. And then I came in early, like I was like maybe like an hour early, like an hour before doors, or like an hour and a half before doors. And I worked. And then I got this like kind of snarky email from the lady who does scheduling saying like, you know, you guys are only supposed to come in half an hour before doors. And then my supervisor had to explain to her, like, we were told last minute that there was a meet and greet, and I was told by our client that we needed people to come in. We need security. So it's just like, yeah, like that's technically our start time, but like if the client asks us to come in earlier, then we're gonna come in earlier, and they're gonna bill us for it. Hey, bud, looking at Hey, Mason, how are you doing? It's been a while, but I hope you're doing well as well, and it's good to hear from you. But yeah, I'm just a little bit frustrated at, you know, how things are going. I'm sure it'll improve in time. It's just the way things are starting out. It's a little bit messy. I have to go to the area where the girl drowned, I did notice, Mason, that you were working. I didn't want to call you out because I know that's bad form. But your work is definitely appreciated. So this canal is very thirsty. It needs the Stone of Thirst. Oh, it can't be used here, huh? Well, I guess I'll go elsewhere. Have you been playing Ocarina of Time recently? 'Cause I know I know you do a lot of like Ocarina of Time stuff. And I mentioned earlier that the next Zelda stream that I'm going to do is going to be on the Nintendo 64, and between you and me and everybody who's watching the stream in the VOD, it's going to be Ocarina of Time. I want to do Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64 since it's been like several years since or a few years since I last did a Nintendo 64 stream of Ocarina of Time. And then afterwards, I'm going to do the Nintendo 64 stream, or the Nintendo 64 version of Ocarina of Time, the HD PC modded version. I didn't know that there was a modded version. 3DS. I don't know, maybe I'll do the 3DS later. Well, I'm planning on doing the Nintendo 64 version, and then I'm going to do the Nintendo 64 version of Majora's Mask. Maybe I'll do a 3DS version. The thing about the 3DS version is that it's really not that much different from the Nintendo 64 version as far as quality of life goes. The 3DS port of Majora's Mask is quite a bit different from the Nintendo 64 version. So I do want to do a playthrough of the Nintendo 64 version of Majora's Mask. The gyro aim is a game changer. It is, but the problem is that I would be using it on an emulator, so I don't actually really get to use the gyro aim. I know that I've watched speedruns where they're actually playing on, I believe they're playing on a genuine 3DS. I just don't know how they're doing it because you have any controller with gyro. I don't know if I do. I mean, does the PlayStation 4 have gyro? This is like the most modern controller that I have. It does have gyro? Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. I'll try it out. Like last time I played a 3DS game, which was Majora's Mask 3D. I wasn't using the gyro controls. But yeah, the gyro controls for aiming is I agree with you, an absolute game changer. You might need to download a third-party app called DS4 Window, which I downloaded to make the page. Okay. I will have to remember that. DS4 Windows. Because normally when I'm using the PS4 controller, I just have it hooked up via wire, so I'm not really using it wirelessly. Wait a second. Feel to make the stone work. Wonder if there's an incantation for there is. I know the incantation. Windowne is playing Journey. Oh, we should rate him after or that might, I'm not sure. We should raid Windowne when I finish up. One Donut is an absolute legend. And as a matter of fact, I'm like getting to the point where it's just like we're approaching the next dungeon, I guess you could say. And I kind of want to save this for the next stream. And I'm super drunk right now. So, I think the most wise decision to make what seems to be the officer problem. I put too much rum. The problem, officer, is that I put too much rum in this rum and coke. It's more rum than coke. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I may be drunk, but I have enough common sense to, say that it's probably time to end the stream here. So I think what we're gonna do is raid our good friend One Donut, who's playing Journey at the moment. Hopefully Donut accepts raids. I know some channels don't.
Shining Rain!
So that is the channel that we're going to raid. Hopefully, if it allows us to. If you come along to the raid, make sure to tell Donut Shining Raid. I'll continue Shadowgate 64 at a later date. I'll figure it out. September and October are pretty busy months for me as far as work goes. My next stream is going to be, God knows when it's going to be, because I was planning on doing WarioWare tomorrow, but I gotta work. But September is a new theme for movie night. It's gonna be video game movies. And I still don't know if I'm going to be able to stream WarioWare tomorrow. Probably not. I'm just gonna err on the side of caution. Probably not gonna stream WarioWare tomorrow. I think it might be most advisable if I stream it on Wednesday. But, we'll see. I'll figure it out once I'm a little more sober. In the meantime, let's go head over to One Donut's stream, who's streaming Journey, a very good game. And a very good streamer, might I add. So we're gonna head over there to One Donut, and I'll release the schedule for next week tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Saturday, and figure out what's going on with WarioWare. Alright, humans and fellow player creatures, I am tired. We're gonna go raid One Donut. Say hello to One Donut. Playing a great game, great streamer, great game. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. See you next time.